Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Apex Racing TV, and it's the British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship from Lime Rock Park. We are just having a small issue, ladies and gentlemen, so we have to step away for a few minutes, even though the race, I know, is only about 3 or 4 minutes away, but we will try and be back with you as soon as we can. Welcome back to Apex Racing TV from Lime Rock Park. It wouldn't be the BSRTC without a couple of technical problems. So we do apologise, viewers. We're just on the grid now, ready to go. We've got a field of 49 cars around the circuit with only a 52-second lap time. Wojciech Swidovic leads the way in qualifying, 51.7. Stelin Chepelewski alongside him on the front row, and then Nico Foggy, Michael Hall, Colin Cunniff, Andreas Katz, George Simmons, Jake Blackhall, Richard Gore and Daniel Kraft. I haven't even mentioned my name is Andrew Woodhouse, and I'll be joined by Alex Simpson. He'll be here momentarily. We'll just take the start and then we'll see what we can see. Very excited to get this meeting underway. Here we go. First time tonight. Green light is on. Start by Wojciech Swidovic. Already covering the inside. Look at Nico Foggy up in second place.
Yeah, great. Great
hello.
Foggy. Hello, everybody. And someone there just getting a little nudge wide as it's pretty usual. So narrow. Oh, someone's around. Big time. They're going to come back onto the circuit as well. No, don't. That is
car, I think.
Freitas in the 99 car. So
there's a Fanatec car as well on the grass and facing the wrong way. Can hear something. What on earth is that? It sounds like a big one. Is it the hill? Can't see it. Who is it?
I don't see anything. I just...
Is it McFarlane?
I don't see anything.
Oh, and there's contact, and that's what we were talking about. There was some controversy with the rules in midweek, where there was an incident between Alex Smolensky and Jake Blackall, Alex, last week at Mid-Ohio, which, having looked at it, it looked like completely Smolensky's fault, going for a gap that just did not exist. Jake Blackall turns across him. Now, Smolensky got a penalty for this, Alex, and then the penalty was rescinded. Basically, what that gives the drivers the right to do is to just throw the nose up the inside whenever they want, which apparently is what they're doing out there on the track at the moment, because the rules, because obviously if it's in the name of consistency, Alex, if the driver behind has even an inch of overlap, they're within their rights to go for a gap, even if it doesn't exist. Sums it up, really.
Yeah, well, set precedents there, don't they? So, and yeah, the drivers will go in there. They drive to the rules at the end of the day, don't they? So
they'll live and die by that.
Yeah, and bend them a little bit if they can, you know. So, I expect everyone out there would try and fully, utilise that. So,
about that time of the it's about that time of the night as well. I say an A up to Paul Smith. He's watching the broadcast there. Happy Yorkshire Day for the other day, Paul, of course. We're so special, we even have a day, Alex. There you go.
Oh, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What do you like?
Let's see where's Bedfordshire Day, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. He doesn't even know. So,
no such thing as a Bedfordshire Day.
what point takes me anyway? What he does know, and what is irrefutable, is that Nico Foggy is right there, and Foggy, Alex, is a rookie, and really, really impressive debut in the series in the first third of this year.
I mean, I can't see we'll bring what the championship standings were going into this one up at the end. Obviously, the technical issues that we had at the start prevented us from doing that. So we'll go through that and see where he's at, because he's having an absolutely amazing season. You know, he's an AM driver and sitting in P2.
And he's completely all over the back of the series.
I mean, the last time we had a AM driver kicking around the top 5 every week, well, there was a bit of a witch hunt, wasn't there? So
it was indeed.
Mr. Foggy, I think you're going to start to get it next.
Czepleski round the outside of Michael Hall. We saw Hall defending really well last week.
Yeah, does that same defensive job again. Cheppy, a lot of respect between those guys after the race as well on the Facebook group chat as well. So that was good to see.
Saw some great defensive driving on Tuesday night as well, didn't we, in the Renault? And hopefully this is going to continue. George Simmons battling away with Dan Kraft, and Kraft goes through, and Simmons, who's been at the Hungaro ring this weekend, last weekend, this week, shall I say, is now down into 8th place. But it's good to see Simmons back and on the pace. Look at all the dust being kicked up. And Stelian Czepelewski now going for the inside. Hall covered it off. Not well enough. Czepelewski up the inside. He does have some damage to the right-hand side of his car. He was hit, of course, on lap 1. And these two are now bashing wheel arches going through the first sector. And you see, that's what we were talking about. And that's probably okay in the rules now. Which, if you ask me, is completely ridiculous. But Hall, let's see what happened there. Did Stelian Czepelewski, did he turn across him, Alex? It's tough to say.
No, I'm just going to take a
camera angle I saw wasn't very clear.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick look at that one back. I mean, they're rubbing door panels, aren't they? The whole way through there, really.
Oh, Hall's on the. Oh, you know what? They just got stuck together.
Yeah, that's all it was. Just unfortunate.
Stuck together. Nothing Michael Hall could do about that one, really.
He didn't. Yeah, he was as far over to the left, and Jeppy didn't really turn in or anything like that. So he was going for you could see he was trying to leave room, but it's just. You know what it's like when there's a little bit of contact on the side of these. Sometimes it just does spit them out a bit.
The thing is, mate, I think the golden rule is with this car is leave enough room, leave the room that you think, and then leave another half the car's width, because that's kind of how you need to drive it sometimes, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, Foggy didn't see this coming because he was 8th in practice, but then he popped in 3rd in qualifying. And now 2nd in the race, and it looks like the quickest car on the circuit at the moment.
Yeah, it's absolutely flying. Wojciech definitely got his hands full. He can't make a mistake at all out there, otherwise he'll get out straight away. These guys 3.6 seconds ahead of Hall, who of course obviously lost a fair bit of momentum with the last lap. Katz
He's defending hard.
Yeah, one Apex car to another now. So Andres Katz moves, tries to go around the outside.
Kraft flying up the inside of Chepelevsky into turn 1. EQR car goes through. That's a nice move by Dan Kraft. Colin Cunniff's up there for Northern Lights Racing in the top 5 as well.
Yeah, and Katz gets Hall as well. So
Northern Lights are definitely establishing themselves, Alex, as one of the best teams in the series, really.
Yeah, absolutely, and thank you for all the tags and whatnot that those guys have been giving us.
Oh, that was very close. That was good driving from Kraft to just give enough space coming through the hill, because if Cunniff had lost the rear, as you can do coming over the top of that crest, then it could have gone into him, but it didn't. Now Kraft can attack once more down the main straight. The only real clear overtaking opportunity on the circuit, in terms of a traditional overtaking place at least. And up the inside goes Daniel Kraft, and he goes up into P5.
Yeah, and Cheppy trying to follow him around as well. Cunniff not having any of that, manages to muscle through. The only left-hander on the circuit.
Bit of contact between... who that was, to be honest. Not very good commentary, is it? But
there was a bit further back. Oh, look at this!
Is it Baker?
Oh, there they go. Woodhouse around. No, it wasn't Woodhouse around. That was Berridge around.
And Woodhouse is in there.
Go.
Oh, it was Melrose. I think it was it Diogo Melrose going side by side with somebody through the first sector. Up the inside went up the inside of number 35, Lee Berridge. That's the incident I saw, Alex. But I just couldn't pinpoint who the cars were.
Yeah, so that was, and I think that's what. So Berridge has got a bit of rough treatment there. He got hit numerous times, and then there's this massive gaggle. Oh, and he's crabbing as well, and that's what's really got him out of shape. And yeah, one of the CQR cars just finishes him off. Just like, boof, take that.
Yeah.
Paul's got his teammate behind him now. I don't think these guys are going to go at it quite as aggressively. I don't know if team orders will come in, because Kraft definitely looks quick, and he's got opportunity to catch and pass Katz here as well. So we'll see. Does Hall stay over? No, not really. So not making it easy for anyone out there.
No, not really. And you see Baker and Janowski having a bit of a ding-dong. 11th and 12th for them. 13th behind them is the aforementioned Alex Smolensky, and then we've got Melrose and Laura Bond, and we've got Ash Sutton makes an appearance in the top 20. He started 38th, Alex, on a track that you can barely overtake on, and unsurprisingly, he's gained 22 places already.
Yeah.
And he was leading the I was
about to say he's not leading the
BTCC.
The BTCC for any old reason, you know.
That's it. You know, I do think any touring car drivers that want to improve their game, come and join us, because well, the man who's leading your championship with 2 races after 2 races of the last meeting, I'm pretty sure you're racing a 50-car grid every week. Alex, it's no coincidence, is it?
Yeah, exactly. It's his secret weapon, really, just not telling them. So.
Well, now I've told them all now, so sorry.
Because I'm sure they're all tuned in.
Oh, I'm sure all of them are watching. I'm sure Matt Neal sat at home with his popcorn watching this.
Yeah.
Sure he is, yeah.
Little battle going on further back. John Roberts, 28th place.
Oh.
Rob Graham, they were side by side.
You know it's a big grid when the action's for 28th place. And that's, Rob Graham, who seems to be having a good season. Oh man, that's tight in there. It's very, very difficult to manoeuvre.
Then it's Melcher, something's gone on with him. He zipped up to the top and then dropped down to the bottom. So
usually
yeah,
means they've had a big
something going
crash.
on there.
Martin Front's got a lot of damage, and I wonder if partly that's to do with that.
Jamie Ayres 30th, 31st, and 32nd. Look at this Whitehead involved in that just behind them.
Oh.
That's just crazy.
Good battle
great,
for
great battles.
The lower reaches of the. Oh, speaking of which, battle for. That's I can find an even lower battle. That's for 39th place. Scott Malcolm was just taking Stuart Atkinson. So battles going on literally through the entire field. Savidovic and Foggy have just checked out completely. 7/10 between them, and then 5 seconds to Andreas Katz. So really, the class of the field, Savidovic and Foggy.
I mean, Katz is lapping the same time as those, but I think he was already about 5 seconds behind after he got by Hall. So Kraft obviously trying to reel him in. Actually, Kraft the quickest driver out there the last time. No, not by shy of Wojciech by 9,000ths of a second. But yeah, so if these guys get on the same bit of track, it's going to be a very, very interesting race.
Dan Kraft could sort out his qualifying a little bit. I think he could be a contender for nearly all these race ones, because he only qualified 10th. He's already up to 4th. Tells me that he's just a lot more comfortable with the race car than the qualifying car.
Yeah, very, very quick driver is Dan, and he's another one like Sutton. He can work his way through the field as well. So, you know, the qualifying maybe not the best, but he can always drag a good result out of it. Chepi and Colin Cunniff going at it again. Coming off there, Blackwell's right on the back of these. Gore has joined the party as well.
Look at something else going on there. Oh yeah, and that's for battle I'm watching is for 10th. And it's Simmons, Janowski, Baker, Smolensky, Melrose, Bond, Sutton.
And Baker, your championship leader at the moment as well. Struggling to sort of get through. Always consistent though, always there, kicking around that sort of top 10 area. And Sutton gets Bond going into turn 1. Tucked up behind his teammate now, Diego Melrose. Goes straight through. Melrose just lets him by. Oh, I can hear someone just very loose going into the uphill right-hander.
Tricky place.
Smolinski now to deal with. We're on to the final lap of the race here as well, Andrew. That really 17 laps soon disappeared.
Final.
Yeah, Foggy hasn't been able to really put a move. We haven't seen him even try to make a move.
Oh well. No, but I mean, it's now or never, isn't it? Really, you got to go for the win. But second place is going to be very good for Foggy, certainly. Spidovic then into the hill. He slides the car and he goes wide, and that can't be the best, most efficient way to do it. Bonus to go then. I think he's got this, but I never quite know. He just needs to make a decent line through here. Oh, he does, yeah. And Wojciech Spidovic comes across. Started on pole, and he wins race 1 of the evening. That did fly past. But this gaggle coming across Blackhall, trying to get past Gore. That's not going to work. Going to see a couple of runs to the line, but look at this. Laidler and Newman. DQR, that was close. And there's all sorts going on here between likes of Glatzel and well, it wasn't Glatzel, it was McFarlane and oh, that's right, off into the fence. Oh, what an exciting
Didn't really cover anything much further back for a while there, so apologies, but so much going on at the front. A little bit here and there.
Did Sven Glatzel get disqualified? Or was that just a retirement?
He's not showing as disqualified on my screen.
Might have just retired on the last lap then, mate. I think he has. Essentially. Oh no, he came across 58 seconds behind. So maybe he was forced to go through the pits.
Yeah, maybe.
Graham and Ververke, the final drivers over the line, and they crossed the line almost as the leaders are coming back into the pits after their.
Well, I think if there was going to be a race that was going to happen, it was probably going to be this one. I think the next one, the pack will be even closer together.
Right, and well, that is a pretty good first race, to be fair, for Lime Rock Park standards, because it's always a tricky one. There's never a lot of space out there. Overtaking is very difficult. So yeah, we're going to run you through the finishing order then. Wojciech Svidovic takes the win from pole position, led every single lap. I'll be very pleased with how that has started. Nicole Foggy in second, Andreas Katz in P3, then Daniel Kraft fourth, Michael Hall fifth, and sixth was Colin Cunniff. Stelin Chepelevsky in seventh, with Richard Gore 8th, Jake Blackall 9th, George Simmons 10th, 11th, Yulian Janowski, 12th, David Baker, Alex Smolensky in 13th, 14th, Diogo Melro, then Ashley Sutton up 23 places to 15th. In the end, Laura Bond 16th, 17th, Rusty Laidler, Pete Newman 18th, 19th, Mark Woodhouse, 20th for Stephen Baxter, 21st, Kip Stevens, 22nd, Miguel Freitas, 23rd, Ben Hackerson, Jack McIntyre, 24th, 25th, Mark Johnson, 26th, John Roberts, Jamie Ayres in 27th, Ross McFarlane 28th, Max Wright 29th, 30th for Josh Thompson, then Andrew Whitehead in P31. Daniel Hunt, something must have happened to him because he ended up finishing 32nd after qualifying in 11th place. Matthew Keeber 33rd, 34th, Lon Murray 35th for Cesare Rizzo. Got Malcolm in 36th, 37th, Martin Front 38th. Stuart Atkinson, Sven Glatzel 39th, saw him dropping down the order on the last lap. Robert Graham 40th, Roy Viverke 41st, 42nd Dave Christie, and then Dave Christie finished the race. Yeah, he did. Damage or something earlier on. Dennis Melchett retired along with Lee Berridge, Pete Harrod, Rory Butcher, and then three cars who didn't appear to take the start: Alex Nathan Davis, Matthew Bunn, and Thorstein Helgeson. Didn't seem they fancied it.
Yeah, no, didn't see them. Also, wonder what that was all about.
Well, no idea. But what we do know is that the reverse grid wheel will come into play now, and we'll draw the number on there, and whoever the number lands on, it's going to be pole position.
We'll spin, see what we get.
If we do have a full, it will be Dave Christie.
Could be a full as well. It's going to be very close. Will it tick over? It has.
Oh, so Dave Christie then on pole position. 42 cars reversed. Scotsman will go onto the front row of the grid alongside Roy Viverke and Robert Graham. Is that going to be an Automate Knockhill 1, 2, 3, is it? I'm not sure. We'll have to confirm that when we come back. But there's 3 more races to go tonight here on Apex Racing TV. We'll see you for those in just a few minutes' time.
Actually, before we head off, sorry, Andrew. Because we didn't talk about the championship standings because of obviously the delay. So while they're sorting the grid out for the next one, just wanted to bring that up. So what we could show before. So yeah, Baker was leading this one. I mean, he still will be going in as well. He's got sort of 100 and just over 150 points or so in the lead. I don't know. That's not my strong point anymore. Clearly. Chepelevsky in second, Wojciech was third, so that's going to help as well after his little holiday that he had. Richard Gore in third, so CQR, Apex, CQR with Dan Kraft in fifth, so no wonder why the teams are doing so well in the team championships as well. Sim Gears, Jack McIntyre in sixth, Ben Hackerson for Boosted, their top driver in seventh, Pete Harrod for the Race Hub team as well. And then we've got a couple of Pro Sim drivers in Smolensk and Kip Stevens in there in 10th, which surprises me actually, and it shouldn't do because he's a consistently good driver in the series as well. But to actually see him in the showdown positions at this time of the season, it does surprise me a little bit. I would have thought Foggy, who is in 11th, would be well and truly in that top 10.
He was in there though, Stevens, wasn't he?
He just always does consistently.
He was in here a couple of seasons ago with Stevens, wasn't he? Though he had a chance to win the title, remember? So after the problem the problem he had with Wojciech Savidovic.
Foggy, I hate to say it, mate, but there is no way you're going to make the end of this season as an AM driver. Performances like today, leading by over 300 points in the championship as well now. So I would be amazed if he doesn't. And absolutely got every opportunity to get into the top 10. So doing an absolute great job out there, leading the way. Atkins and John Roberts very, very close for boosted as well. Pro Sims Laura Bond is 4th place. Roy Ververke for the Automech Knock Hill team is 5th. And you've got McFarlane, Whitehead, Helgeson, Baxter and Rob Graham rounds out the top 10. Just to see what the team championship was going into it as well. So Apex lead the way, but what were we looking at there? Yeah, so 15,090 points against 14,907. So little bit of a gap, but only takes a couple of DNS and that's gone. So it's still very, very close in the teams championship. But it's fair to say that those two teams are stretching away somewhat now. ProSim doing a good job in 3rd. I think it's going to be between them and Race Hub who gets the final showdown position for the teams. Boosted doing a great job. Remember, they're an AM team, so they're definitely getting into that AM championship and looking very, very strong. Right, that's it, mate. We can. I was
going to say though, if Richard had to become a pro, then I don't see. I mean, if they put me as a pro, for God's sake. So definitely,
system's completely screwed, then, isn't it? If that's the case.
We'll leave it at that. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
welcome back to Apex Racing TV. And for all my sins, we have had one Yorkshireman replaced with another one. Welcome, Paul Smith.
Hello, Alex. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Thank you very much for popping in. Mr. Woodhouse will be with us shortly, I hope.
Well, it better be.
Yeah. Yeah, first race then from your side of things. What do you think of that one?
Watching on the broadcast, thought it was a really close fought race. You saw the race sort of develop into packs. And, well, reverse grid, full reverse grid. We know what happens with these races. It's going to be carnage. Limited overtaking around here as well. It's so narrow and twisty, so going to be interested to see how this one goes.
Yeah, Dave Christie onto the pole position then. Obviously, as a current and part-time driver in the series, Paul, like you say, it's difficult to make moves here. You know, where you're Dave, you're on pole, you've got a huge grid behind you that's all potentially quicker, or should be quicker, based on the results from the last race. Yeah, what's he got to do to try and get a good result?
The crucial thing is getting off the line. He needs to get away well from the line here, get into that first corner in the lead. The beauty of this track is, if you're a good defensive driver, you can hold on to that lead. So he should really just focus on getting that lead, get into that first corner, and just defend for your life.
Not turned up on the grid yet, which is always a bit.
Has he got a penalty? That's a question.
Oh, who's on P2? He has got a penalty. He's in the grid. I can't see.
Green, green, green.
Okay, so we're away then here. Sorry, that totally confused me. I can't see the grid orders, so don't know who was P2 and inherited the lead.
Well, it was Verka who was in the inherited the pole, but of course he's lost the position. He's down to third place already.
Big crash, sorry, Paul. Into turn one. The track is blocked as well. They're all piling into each other back there. A few drivers are checking.
Oh, Richard Gore's in the air.
Oh, it's not
There's race hub car involved there. In fact, he's going for a bit of a surf on the race hub car. Actually, there was Richard Gore. Many others involved in that one. Just try to pick out some others. Colin Cunniff, he did so well in that first race as well. He was involved. Kip Stevens. Yeah, multiple cars involved in that one. It's a huge one, and it can happen there. It all narrows down into that first corner, and yeah, it happened already.
Yeah, Baxter involved in it. Kippin's involved in there into the pits as well. So we've got Rob Graham leads the way as we come across the line for the first time. It's Sven Glatzel in second place, Roy Verke followed by Martin on front there. What we got? Scott Malcolm around that top five. So all changed.
Yeah, Malcolm up the front there. It was all kicked off with that instant at the turn one. All kicked off with Matthew Keeber getting sideways, and then well, everyone just checking up behind, and it all just went to carnage really.
That's the only trouble with these massive grids that we see when it's something like that, you know, into that first corner. No one can see anything. There's no surprise that something like that just spirals out of control so quickly.
It's so difficult if you're right up behind another car as well. It's so difficult to see what's happening just two cars in front as well. So views obscured. Everybody carrying on. Sven Glatzel doing really well here, up at the second place, attacking Rob Graham, your race leader. Not often we get to see that, really, is it? Rob at the front.
No, and seemingly enjoying himself.
Yeah.
And we know how quick Sven is, so I would have thought, you know, maybe he'd have already tried to put the moves on Rob, but as it has, he's holding on to it quite nicely. So yeah, the Automech driver doing a great job. Verke is sort of settled himself down in third place as well now. So
and we've got plenty of side-by-side further down as well. Andrew Whitehead was being involved, Benjamin Hackerson, Matt Woodhouse was in there as well, all going side-by-side through the first complex, so able to sort themselves out now. But yeah, this is what you get. Everyone just bunches up, you get stuck behind, and then it's difficult to find that overtaking spot. There is more than one overtaking spot around here, but you've got to be brave. And well, Sven Glatzel, he's lining up Rob Graham for the lead.
yeah, Graham defending the inside to make it hard for Glatzel around the outside is never easy, but he's carrying the momentum in there. And here comes Rob fight back, just covers off the exit of the corner there, rather expertly, I have to say. Holds on to that position. There from Sven. He could have really tried to be a little bit more forceful there, but he wasn't. And yeah, this battle continues. But that little pack, I'm talking about side by side, Dave Baker and George Simmons side by side right now. That's very close. They got Chepalewski just behind them. So yeah, your top 2 in the championship, and Simmons is right in there as well.
Oh, getting close to contact as well between the two of them. It's so easy just to lose control of that because it is a jump basically, is that in these cars if you get your line right and get the speed through there, and very close to contact there. Could have been a quarter panel. Sven Glatzel and Rob Graham again side by side into the first corner again. Rob Graham, a masterful display of defending how to defend into that first corner.
Oh, this is just going to be great. If he can carry on doing that. The pack behind is so close. Looking down, 22nd place is Dan Kraft, and he's the first car outside of the 10-second mark of the leader. So ridiculously small margins between everybody out there right now.
Oh, and with Josh Thompson making the move on Lorne Murray now, just into the corner at the bottom of the mountain, and Thompson just getting a bit wild onto the grass there, able to hold on to the position there. And that is another place where you can make that move, but you've got to be very brave on the brakes into that corner there.
Yeah, one thing Josh doesn't lack is a little bit of bravery on the brakes.
Oh, well, we've seen that plenty of times from this and the Formula Renaults as well. So, you know, he's got the speed, that's for sure. Just needs a little bit of consistency. If he gets that consistency, he's going to be right up there. He should be challenging.
Graham not quite the best of lines through there, puts himself under a little bit more pressure from Glatzel, but this track is so difficult to get by in that section. You can just pretty much plant the car where you want and hold on to it. Better exit from Glatzel this time. He needs to take a page out of Thompson's book and try that move there. Can't quite get it done. Straight away to the defensive.
Here we go. This is
side
it.
of the track for Graham.
Yeah, he's got the line here. If Sven can hold it down the inside, he's going to get the lead here. Surely through the last corner. Can't quite carry the speed on the exit though, and this is where Rob can maybe make the move, but Sven's got that inside line there.
Yeah, Rob needs to try and do what Glatzel's done. Just wing it around the outside. He doesn't do that. Covers in. It's probably a sensible move as well. Just ensures that it doesn't get sort of freight train backwards a little bit. His teammate behind him is under a little bit of pressure from Martin as well. So in the 24 car there, and yeah, holds on. So yeah, Automech having a great race out there at the moment. Thompson trying to get involved in that one as well. Lorne Murray just behind that, very close to Scott Malcolm. So. Yeah.
Oh, we've got cars dropping down the order. We've got a car stopped. It's a CQR car. Diogo Melro, yeah, it is. Find out what's happened there, but definitely something. Oh, I think it's a little coming together with Andrew Woodhouse. Oh, he got a little bit ambitious there with the move on Andrew there through the right-hander after the initial complex. Both cars keeping going though, so that's the main thing, that Andrew and Diogo kept going in that race.
Jumped into the race without us knowing, did he? Was it Whitehead, was it? Or
Andrew Whitehead, yeah, sorry, that's Freudian somebody's blown an engine.
Malcolm, I think it's Malcolm.
Yulin Janowski's blown an engine.
Well, 2 in 1 go then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you say, Janowski, exactly the same spot going down into turn 1. I tell you what, it's not the first time I've seen people pop an engine there as well. Last season, I remember a few people doing it. So
it's so easy to do. You just sort of flick your, especially if you've got a paddle shift on your wheel, so easy just to hit that too many times, and it just things into first gear, and boom goes the engine. And because you're just focusing so much on getting your line right into that turn 1 and trying to carry the minimum speed through that corner, and yeah, just pull that gear shift a little bit too quickly as Josh Thompson looking around the outside of Roy Verke, looking for a podium spot here is Josh. But yeah, could just so easily just have an engine blow in such a key point.
Inside, that was forceful.
Robust, I think, is the word you're looking for. It's touring car racing.
But for Verke, to be fair, he saw that he was coming and just made sure that he didn't turn in too much. But yeah, he was obviously pushed a little wide there. But yeah, that's what you got to do, isn't it, to get moves done in these places? Roy probably should have covered that off just a little bit more. He'll know from the Renault series how ambitious our Josh is at going for these moves. If you give him half a chance.
Tell you what, Josh is under pressure here though, because Martin Front is doing his best to get with him here, and was getting close to actually making a move, but deciding against it for the time being, sticking into the slipstream. And, well, everybody's just sort of settling down a little bit here. Not really... there's a little bit of contact between Woodhouse, Mark Woodhouse, that is, and Benjamin Hackerson, I believe. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Matthew Keeber, I should say. Had just a little knock and another little knock as well between them, and that's going to allow Mark Woodhouse to come down the inside in that Team Mad with GT Omega car, and he's through at the bottom of the mountain.
And around and still side by side. Baker trying to get involved with that as well. Chepalevsky's right there.
Chepalevsky going around the outside here of Baker as well. This is crucial in terms of just trying to get one-upmanship, maybe not affecting the championship too much, but just that one-upmanship of getting the position over each other. And I think there's a little bit of bump drafting going on with the CQR teammate behind.
Yeah, crazy scrapping going on there. 3 wide further back as well.
Oh,
Look at that squeezing on. Who was that? Is that Hall?
No, it was Wojciech and Lee Berridge, I believe it was.
It was.
Matthew Keeber's dropping down the order. He's had a little incident at turn 1 as well. Just ran it out wide on the brakes. Easy to do, miss your braking, and we've lost Lon Murray as well.
Yeah, Thompson up into 3rd place as well. That was obviously on for Verke earlier on, but importantly within 0.8 of a second now of Rob Graham, so perhaps has got a P2 step on his sights now. Dan Hunt looking very, very strong behind though.
Yeah, and Dan, I mean, he's vastly experienced in this Kia, knows it like the back of his hand, giving a little bit of a push there into the back of Josh Thompson, but well, we know that Josh will give it as good as he takes it, and he's certainly holding on to position for the time being. But Hunt, he's keen to get by, he's determined to get a good result for ProSim. It is good to see Dan back, as he did miss the first part of the season, so great to see him back in the series.
Is he back full time now, or is he still just sort of
I
bit
don't
here,
know, so I wouldn't like to say whether he... I think he is. He's been here every week for the last few weeks, hasn't he? So you would like to think that he's back full time. One of the more experienced hands in the series, so and he's hounding the back of Josh Thompson. The thing is, Sven Glatzel, 1.8 seconds. He's made a breakaway. He's out of the draft now as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to focus our little tension back towards 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Matthew Keeber, Rusty Laidler, Jake Blackall. All very, very close, and Laidler just getting by Keeber.
Yeah, does down the inside into that last corner. Keeber's defending from Jake Blackall as well. And he's got people just queuing up behind him. Just look at them going 3 wide into turn 1 behind him. Hall and Savinovic are there as well. You've got Diogo Melro. We've got Josh Thompson in the wall. What has happened there?
And that was out of nowhere, really.
He's got a little tap from Dan Hunt going into the left-hander in the complex. He's then on the grass, makes a little jump and bang into one of the Northern Lights cars and into the wall. Who was the Northern Lights car that he hit? I didn't see who it was actually. I believe it was Matt in front. Yeah, it was, and he's got a lot of damage on his car as well. He's having to park that one.
Oh, little bump and run for Hunt. Worked like a treat, didn't it? Now he's right on the tail of Rob Graham. Like you say, extremely experienced in this car.
Knows how to use that chrome horn very well. Well, he's trying to get past Rob, and Rob, he will be defensive, but do you know what? That's very kind from Rob there. A little bit too kind, I think, because he's putting him now in the clutches of Ross McFarlane.
Yeah, straight round the outside for Hunt. Impressive move. Farland right there as well. Surely he's going to have a run. We've already got 4 laps to go, though. Another race that has steamed on by.
Now, we've got side by side going into turn 1, Verke and Matt Johnson, and that's a nice easy switch position. So Johnson up to 5th place. So good driving from Verke. Verke is one of the cleanest drivers out there. He does keep it nice and clean, and he's a fair driver as well. So you're always going to get a good race from Roy. Pete Newman's holding up Matt Woodhouse, Ben Hackerson, George Simmons, and there's a queue of cars behind them as well. Dave Baker involved with Cesar Rizzo, And, well, the queue just keeps on coming.
Yeah, still the top 25 cars separated by only 18 seconds, so extremely close out there.
Yeah, this is what you expect with Lime Rock, quick laps. It's almost not quite the same as Brands Hatch, but just it's kind of similar with the quick lap times and the frenetic racing. And in fact, we've got was that Matt Woodhouse making? Oh yeah, there's a car coming out of the pits, but he's pulling over to the side. Matt Woodhouse down the inside of Pete Newman, backing it into turn number 1. There's contact further behind as well, and Newman and Woodhouse off. Just got to lock together, I believe, there, and coming back on. Don't get involved in any shenanigans now. And yeah, they're able to get back on clean, so no other further incidents between them.
Happens all too easy, does the getting the cars locked together like that. And yeah, unfortunately, there's always involves you going off somewhere. So McFarlane right on Graham's tail now. Surely this is going to be his best opportunity to get a podium out of this race. Gets that run. Graham goes defensive very, very early on the straight. Knew he needed to.
He could almost move back to the line there. Ross wasn't that close. So around the outside he's trying is Ross, but last lap, not much time left in this one. And these two battling out for that final step of the podium. We've got a car stopped. Cesar Rizzo is around at turn number 1. And oh dear, yeah. Enough said. At least said about that the best. It was 3 into 1. Doesn't go.
I'm going to switch back and just look at this massive train. This is from 10th sort of down, well, 9th down. It's just crazy. But can't look too long because here comes Glatzel. Final corner, final lap. And yeah, worked his way forward. Was very patient getting to the front, but it did it expertly and takes another great victory here. Dan Hunt is a cheeky little second place.
How close are Fallon and Graham over the line there? It was extremely close between them. There's about half a tenth between those two. In fact, Matt Johnson made it through into 4th place. So great work from them. We've got positions have been changing all the way on that last lap. Intense racing, and that's what you get around here. It's a tight, twisty circuit. And even now, you've got Stuart Atkinson's got Dave Christie behind it. In fact, Stuart Atkins on his own there. So he's going to come through towards the end of the race. So that's your lot across the line there, Alex.
I'm gutted for Dave as well. He would have had that pole position for
yeah.
the penalty. I can believe that. It's like, oh.
He's finished on the lead lap. So if it's a full again, you'd be looking at Nathan Davis being on pole, but Dave on second. So he's got the chance.
I do take bribes, by the way, Dave. So you know, I'll if you need my PayPal address, send me a PM.
I'll leave that all to you, Alex.
Right, Glatzel takes the win then. Just get camera followed by Dan Hunt, Rob Graham, Mark Johnson, and Ross McFarlane around at the top 5. Roy Viverke, Miguel Freitas in 7th, Ben Hackerson 8th, George Simmons is 9th, David Baker makes his way into the top 10. 11th place was Dan Kraft, good drive from him up. He's closely followed by Chepalevsky. Then we've got Foggy, Pete Newman, Andrew Whitehead, Jake Blackall. Smolensky is in 7th place. Rusty Laidler is 18th for CQR Race Hub. Mark Woodhouse had an eventful race and finishes in 19th. Matthew Keeber rounds out your top 20. 21st, Michael Hall, followed by his CQRS line teammate Diego Mauro after that slowdown or stop that he had. Wojciech Savidovic 23rd, Jack McIntyre 24th, Colin Cunniff 25th, Ash Sutton is 26th, Lee Berridge, better race, finishing no issues there. Rizzo, and the screen ticks over, so on to 31st. Jamie Ayres, Stuart Atkinson, Dave Christie. Nathan Davis did get a start this time, 34th place. Rory Butcher, Lorne Murray in 36th, way down there. Martin Frintz, after collecting Josh in that weird incident there, way down there. And the rest of the retirees basically up on your screen from that early lap 1 collision.
I want to just, because he's not here, I want to just bring sort of like the spirit of Adam Bath over from the Isle of Man and just say that out of the top 10, of those who started in the top 10, only 3 finished in the top 10. Sven Glatzel, Rob Graham and Roy Ververke. The rest all outside. In fact, there's quite a few coming out from 20th and below as well, so really good racing from those further back. Maybe that first corner instant helping towards that.
Right, let's bring up the wheel so they can get that all organised and give that a spin. Who will be on pole position this time? Might be another 4 again, you know. I don't think it's going to tick by, I'm pretty sure. It is. Another 4.
Nathan Davis then on pole position. Dave Christie, he gets his opportunity in the sun. Well, unless he has another pit start, that is. Stuart Atkinson third. Oh, sorry, Dave. I don't normally do this gig on a Thursday. Jamie Ayres in 4th with Max Wright in 5th. And Laura Bond rounding out the front 3 rows in 6th place.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Paul, for jumping in on that one. You'll be around for the next one, I hope?
Yeah, I'm sure I can help out for the final 2.
Perfect stuff. Alright, everybody, stay tuned. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time for race number 3 of the night here at Lime Rock Park. See you then.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be into the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA,
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV. Alex Simpson, Paul Smith and Andrew Woodhouse in the booth. I'm outnumbered. What will I do? Welcome back, guys. Fantastic couple of races so far. Race 3 of the night is up very, very shortly. Paul, another full reverse grid. What are we expecting?
Well, if that second race starts anything to go by, I'm expecting a big crash at turn number either 1 or 2. Hopefully not. Hopefully everyone can get through and we don't have a repeat. But conditions, well, it is quite cold out there. Overcast, 65 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but I'm guessing it's in the low 20s. So tricky. Cold rear tyres. You need to be winding your brake bias forwards just to save yourself a little bit into that first braking turn.
And Mr. Woodhouse, we've booted you down into the pit lane. What are you going to be keeping an eye out on for us this race?
Crashes everywhere. No, I've got a feeling that's what I'll be looking at. I'll keep an eye on the rear of the field, I think, at the start and see what we can find. I'm just feeling a little bit under the weather, everybody, so I'll be just doing the potting those.
Bust your violins out. Paul, just run us through the top 5 in the grid, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, we've got Nathan Davis on pole position with Dave Christie in second place. Stuart Atkinson third with Jamie Ayres fourth. Max Wright is in fifth place. I might as well go through the top 10. Laura Bond sixth with Cesar Rizzo in seventh. Lee Berridge in eighth. Ashley Sutton, that's going to be interesting to see him coming through from ninth. Colin Cunniff 10th. Interesting ones behind there as well. Jack McIntyre and Wojciech Savinovic as well. They're going to be pretty sharp through that grid.
I'm wondering if Nathan's got a penalty as well, because he hasn't turned up. So I've switched to Dave for the minute.
Dave is at the front of the grid now at last.
I think we've got to be looking for Sutton on this one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Engine revs are building, so definitely the case with Nathan having the penalty. Lights are out here for round number 3 of the night, and it's a good start by Christie. So we'll be happy with that one. Who was that off of the third row though? Absolute flyer, moves themselves. Oh, wait a second, Dave. Well, that was short-lived. Oh no! Just about holds on to it. I thought it was going to be all over the place for a minute. Everybody.
So I'm hearing lots of contact. I don't know who it is. I'm hearing lots of contact there.
Oh, there it is on the outside of the right-hander. There's two Pro Sim cars involved.
That's Bond and Smolenski, I think. And
Josh Thompson.
Hackerson. There's a Northern Lights car involved as well.
Yeah, Rizzo involved.
Oh, it's all getting really...
Whitehead was... I don't know where Whitehead was. He's just coming round sideways now. Yeah.
Elroy's got a slow down, and he's desperately... Well, at least he had one. Desperately trying to serve it. It's all getting very, very tight in the rear of the field.
I tell you what, end of lap 1, Max Wright into the lead, but look who's coming through into second now. Ashley Sutton past Stuart Atkinson there, so up to second for Ash, and well, he's going to be hounding the back of that Automat car.
That's only the 7 positions gained on the first lap.
Yeah, good call from our pit lane reporter. The one to watch out for. Boom, there he is. He's 2/10 of a second off of the lead after one lap. So
Wojciech Savinovic as well, up to 5th place. He's going to be a hard charger as well, so he can push Sutton as well. You know, he's got a lot of pace as Wojciech, and he's very consistent with that as well. So if Sutton gets held up by Max Wright here, you could see Wojciech coming into the play here.
Yeah, Max is going to have to nail his exit off of this corner. We saw, or even with Rob Graham on the last race, it is possible to do. If you nail that exit, it's very, very difficult to get by, and actually pulls away from Sutton a little bit down there as well. So covers off and defends a little bit thin air, almost opens the door to let Sutton straight through. But this is just closing that pack right down, and Wojciech now right on the tail end of that.
Dave Christie getting turned by Colin Cunniff. He's getting pushed out wide now. He was side by side with Jack McIntyre.
Where are you gone?
And well, what have you seen there?
Well, there's another small accident at the first corner. Nothing major. Dennis Melcher and Stephen Baxter getting a little bit close for comfort.
And
Mr. Leachage.
Yes, Mr. Sutton takes the lead as well. Jamie Ayres moving through the inside of Stuart Atkinson behind them, and Wojciech as well coming through here. So up to 4th now for that Apex Racing UK driver.
Going to have a little look on the replay, see exactly how Sutton did get this move done. Great exit out of the right-hander after the first sector there. Just gets the drive, uses the draft, tucks himself up the inside, going into the uphill right-hander and through. Fairly decent, fairly decent move. We haven't seen many moves in there tonight.
He's already pulled out 1 second lead as well as Sutton, so that's crucial for him. He wants to get as far away from the likes of Ayres and Savinovic as they're coming through as well. Looking further back as well. Look at the queue of cars there. I mean, basically, you've got 3rd place of Ayres and Wojciech, and then You just got a queue of cars just that line one after the other behind us. Oh, Savinovic, great run through that penultimate corner, onto the brakes into that final corner, and well, if you can get that run done right, that's a great overtaking opportunity, and then he's taken it.
Yeah, brilliant. McIntyre and Atkinson side by side as well. I think McIntyre is going to go through. Okay, so it's pretty clear that I'm missing boosted liveries. Why are they not in the data pack, guys? Why are they not in the paint pack? I pulled the paint pack down, so that's Atkinson I'm missing. I know there was another one I was missing earlier on. I think it was John Roberts. What is going on?
Look at this Wagwan fam. The thing in the middle, there's all sorts going on, by the way, from basically from second down to about, well, the rest of the field is
About
in
22nd, isn't it, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, Graham's got the second bunch behind him as well, hasn't he? There's 1.4 second separation between the two packs, and then there's another huge pack.
Thompson making it down the inside of Stuart Atkinson. Colin Cunniff tried to follow him through there. He's still side by side actually with Stuart Atkinson is Cunniff, but Atkinson's got the inside line for that left-hander there. But he's not going to quite hold it there, so Cunniff around the outside of left-hander. That's good carrying speed through there. And well, he's through up into 7th place. But yeah, just a queue of traffic all the way through the field. Oh, there's a strange one.
Oh, that's
Keeper. He just suddenly
impact as well.
Suddenly just shot off left. What happened? I think that must be a hardware failure.
Glatzel's punted Graham at the bottom of the hill, but Graham's gonna survive. But that does allow Daniel Hunt to go through on both of them.
Having a little look at this replay as well, so we can see exactly what happened to Keeper.
I think it was just a hardware failure. I think something's happened there, and it's just suddenly shot left.
Yeah, was there any contact made? Just the brakes just slam on and just goes left. Yeah, you're right. Maybe like black screen or something. There.
Yeah,
very weird one.
It is odd. We've got side by side there.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, right is clear, but then you've got McIntyre, Ayres, and Kraft, and Colin Cunniff all together. And Kraft, you were mentioning that he's quite good at moving his way through the field. Colin Cunniff, he can get a few moves done as well, so he's quite an aggressive driver. Is Colin? He's at the back of that pack. Do you know what? He's probably be in the best place right now. Just sit back, watch the others take each other out, and then take the places.
0.7 seconds separate the front two. That last lap, Sutton 0.3 of a second quicker. I'm not sure if that was a clean lap for Wojciech. I think it was. A couple of tenths between them, so Sutton's still pulling away.
I think in that last race we saw Sutton maybe playing the reverse grid game. He finished down in 26, so it would have guaranteed him a good position, and yeah, that's what happened there. Oh, we got contact further back with Julian Janowski and Dave Christie. Oh, good grief, Dave Christie's getting involved in all sorts here. He's getting bashed about left, right and centre. Janowski's battling away with Stephen Baxter as well. This is all over 30th place.
No,
guys! Oh! I tell you what, he's done well to hold that, actually.
Well, that's been going on. Sorry, chaps. We were looking at Kraft and Ayres as well. They're very, very close. Kraft having a little peek
Glatzel's
here,
round.
there and everywhere. Oh, Glatzel.
It was side by side as well.
Yeah, Janowski, he's just punting his way through everybody. He's liberally applying what we'll call Paul Smolensky Rule 2.0.
I'm not getting involved in this. I made my opinion known. I made my opinion known.
This is a joke essentially. Just going punt.
Well,
punt,
there was
punt
a ruling made this afternoon by the admins.
Makes that legal.
That basically said, you know, if somebody is there, you've got to at least give it a little bit of space and give it a little bit of respect. So, but if you've not made the move by the time they're turning in, then you've got to back out of it if you're the car behind.
That's a severely polite interpretation of what you told me earlier on, which was not that. It was not
fit for broadcast, that's the thing.
No, it gives
Dave Christie's having all sorts of dramas, by the way.
Is a Fanatec car. Going to join me on pit road. I'm not even sure that is. I would imagine it's Glatzel.
It is Glatzel.
Yeah, Sven was caught by Rob Graham over the mountain. They came together and yeah, it was Sven that came off worse, and that one has Max right down to 4th now.
Yeah, unfortunately for Max, but still a good race. He's got Kraft right behind him. McIntyre needed that actually because he was coming under incredible amounts of pressure from Kraft. So gets himself up and needs to try and put a few good laps together and build that lead up because Kraft is looking very, very racy. 8 laps to go.
Kraft trying to get that run, and look at him, he's able to hold a tighter line there through that penultimate corner as Kraft. He's sticking it down the inside, and well, Max just has to back out of it. He's no chance of defending that line into the last corner. And now look at the queue of traffic that's lined up behind him.
Yeah, who was that? That was Colin Cunniff, wasn't it? Right behind him, yeah, and then we've got Jamie Ayres, so Northern Knights and GT Omega looking to get involved in this one as well. Blackhall not too far behind. He's had a good couple of races, hasn't he, Jake? Just
makes there's into the wall. I thought he could have held that then. He tried. He just caught a little because of that contact with Colin Cunniff. He's just caught a little tap from behind from Michael Hawes going past.
And he was actually driving the wrong way around the circuit, but he had to stop really because there's no way for him to turn round.
Yeah.
He would have had to wait for... I don't know why he's retired at the pits though, to be honest. That's a bit stupid because I think you would...
Or maybe he felt there was something seriously wrong with the car though, to be fair. We don't know for sure.
But if the car was still running... for me,
look at this guy, sorry. Atkinson, Melrose, 20th, 21st. They're jinking around and into the braking zone down the straights. Who else was that?
Martin Front. Martin Front's getting involved there as well.
Yeah, great little bout. They got through it cleanly as well, no issues. Front obviously recovering after race 2 where he was collected with Josh there.
That was bad driving as well, by the way. I was watching that. Paul Martin just got absolutely it was a bad rejoin, what can you say?
Dan Kraft all over the back of Jack McIntyre now. McIntyre we've seen all through the season. Once he got used to the car and got used to how it drove, he's really picked up pace. Not every track suits him, and going into turn 1 there, the back end was round, and that's allowed Dan Kraft to move down the inside. But McIntyre's going to have the inside line for this left-hander coming up. He can hold it around the outside here, and Kraft is going to do that. Down the inside for the right-hander. Oh, will they come together? No, they're giving each other room just. It's coming up to the bottom of the mountain now, and they're still side by side. Who's going to be late on the brakes? They're still going side by side as they go over the mountain. And we're going to have basically a full lap side by side here, guys, because this is fantastic to watch, and they're still going at it, these two.
Absolute fantastic driving from both of them, giving each other just enough room, but nothing more. Fantastic battle. I think Kraft has just about got his nose ahead. He'll have the inside into turn 1. That should, in theory, finish it off. McIntyre's going to have to absolutely throw it around the outside. He's doing exactly that.
Has he gone a little deep there? Yeah. Fair credit to both drivers there. That was sensational. Brilliant. Doing it all the way through. Basically a whole lap side by side. Hats off to them. That was spectacular.
Extraordinary stuff. And we've got 3 wide actually in the
first sector. George Simmons.
Yep.
David Baker, Mark Woodhouse, and it was one of the Ross McFarlane.
Yeah, I think with one of the GT Mega cars.
It's difficult to know where to look on this track. It really is when you've got a grid this size and the amount of quality drivers. It's fantastic racing, and you always get it week on week in the BSRTC.
Right. Cheap plug right
there
here.
You go, thank you.
BSRTC.
I'll expect my payment later.
Well, we deserve one. There's all sorts going on there. Baker's making his way through. It's very tightly packed between 3rd and... I tell you what, 3rd and 32nd is only 20 seconds.
That's ridiculous.
Now further down, looking at the potential reverse grids, Rob Graham is actually in a very good spot at the moment in 26. That gives him a really good shout for if there's a low reverse grid number. And even though he's been involved in a few little incidents in this race, that could put him good stead for the final race of the night, but he's under intense pressure by Julian Janowski, who's going down the inside.
Probably
into
just
that
going to
penultimate
punt
corner.
him.
Oh, a little bit of rubbing, door banging, bang bang. Thank you very much. I'm coming through. Rob's not one to give an inch if he gets pushed like that. And well, Julian's finally made that move, and here comes Kip Stevens as well.
He's literally taking that.
Did I just see 3 wide going into turn 1?
I was
Andreas Katz and Hackerson as well, and there was Rory Butcher involved in. Oh, Hackerson's getting out of shape. There's not enough room here to go 3 wide around this track, surely that, but they're doing it.
Certainly trying.
Going to keep up with everything here. Laidler and Chippy just 1/10 of a second apart as well.
Oh, there's no love lost between those two, I can tell you that.
Again, we're on to the final lap of the race.
Oh, Laidler really wide.
Yeah, why not? If you've got the incidents left,
his incident
go
limit
for it on the final lap, yeah. All very close to max right too. I'm not sure if anything's going to come off there. Where is Sutton though? On the back straight.
He's coming round to the bottom of the mountain, yeah, so nearly at the end of the lap there.
Oh, car off in the first corner. That's number 99. That's Freitas.
We're getting a bit fraught for Freitas there, but here comes Sutton into the final corner then, Alex.
Yep, final time for Sutton. Like you say, played the reverse grid game well, got himself to the front, and scores maximum points for CQR. Good race, and to be honest, I don't think we expected anything less of him.
Hall and right, and Hall's done him on the final corner.
Oh,
almost came to blows then, but kept it nice and clean. So great driving from those. Hall up to 5th place in the end.
So close going back as well. Look at this, trying to keep up. They all come extremely close. Who was that side by side? Gore and Atkinson. Very close.
Atkinson just pipped him though by 5/100ths of a second.
Bond coming across 36 after being involved in that first lap shenanigans. Wow.
I'll tell you what, I think Andrew Whitehead has got the cleanest car on the grid, but that's because he started in the pit lane and he finishes 38th. So, yeah, not really involved in anything in that one, unfortunate for Andrew, but you never know, full reverse. Could come off for him.
Biggest movers on in the race were Daniel Kraft, who gained 21 places, and as did Andreas Katz as well.
Awesome
Kraft finished
stuff.
3rd and Katz finished 21st. Sorry.
Yeah, another fantastic race, really. I mean, so close, and you know, we don't know where to look half the time. I think that's the problem here, isn't it? You know?
Well, I don't know if you're ready, Alex, but I can go through the results if you would like me to. Save yourself so you can get ready for the reverse grid.
Hit it, mate.
Okay, so, well, in first place then, Ashley Sutton, 3.4 seconds ahead of second place, Wojciech Zvinovic. Third place, Daniel Kraft, so double podium for the CQRS line team there. Jack McIntyre fourth with Michael Hall in fifth, Max Wright sixth. Jake Blackhall in 7th with Colin Cunniff only just finishing behind in 8th. Russell Laidler able to hold on to 9th place ahead of Stellan Chepolewski in 10th place. Then 11th place it is Matt Johnston with Pete Newman in 12th. George Simmons a good hard charging 13th from him with David Baker in 14th. Matt Woodhouse finishes in 15th place for the Team Mad GT Omega team. Diogo Mero in 16th with Miguel Freitas 17th. Daniel Hunt 18th after that excellent result we had in the last race. Ross McFarlane 19th and Martin Front in 20th. 21st, Andreas Katz with Benjamin Hackerson 22nd. Rory Butcher in 23rd with Stuart Atkinson, who one of the guys starting up at the front, down in 24th in the end there. 25th for Richard Gore, Julian Janowski 26th, Kip Stevens 27th, and Nicole Foggy 28th, Robert Graham 29th, and Roy Verke 30th. God, how does Andom do this every week? 31st, it is Lorne Murray with Stephen Baxter in 32nd, Pete Harrod 33rd, Dennis Melchat 34th, John Roberts 35th with Laura Bond in 36th, Dave Christie 37th, Andrew Whitehead, the guy who will be eligible for the reverse grid poll if it's full, in 38th, and then the guys who did not finish: Jamie Ayres, Scott Malcolm, Sven Glatzel, Matthew Keeber, Lee Berridge, Cesar Rizzo, Alex Smolinski, Josh Thompson, and Nathan Davis did not take to the start there.
Very much for that, Paul. Right, let's bring up the wheel. Apparently it didn't come up last time, so I'll make sure it comes up. But there you go. You can see the result from the last one. But let's give it another spin, and we'll see. Could be another fall, you know, guys. I think it's gonna be.
We need to do something about this one.
Or it hasn't been full for ages, I don't think. Boom, another full it is.
So it's Andrew Whitehead on pole position. Look who's started in second place again, Mr. Dave Christie. He can't stay away from that front row of the reverse grid. Laura Bond in third place with John Roberts fourth, Dennis Melcher in fifth, and Pete Harrod rounding out the top six. That's really good chance of a good reverse grid win for a couple of drivers there up the front.
Alex, were you here last week at Mid-Ohio?
Yeah.
Were you? Oh, because last week, didn't we have one of the races where Sam was broadcasting? Didn't we have like 3 falls?
Okay, that wasn't.
We had like 3 falls. I think that must be what Paul's saying because we did have.
Yeah,
I think it was the week before or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all the ones that I've done anyway have that. I haven't had falls for ages, so yeah, there we go. Right, in that case, we'll throw it back to the adverts just for a good sort of 10 minutes or so. Guys will get the grid ready, another full reverse for everybody to enjoy, and we'll be back for the final race of the night. Jeez, it's flying by tonight. See you in a mo.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
On the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be into the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
On the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be into stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV, the final race of the evening here at Lime Rock Park. Alex Simpson, Andrew Woodhouse and Paul Smith all in the booth. The booth even for this one. I'll pick up my teeth later on. Great race, all three of them so far, Paul. And yeah, been a pleasure having you in the booth, helping out. And,
that's alright.
Yeah, final one. Three full for the night then.
Yep, third full reverse grid of the night, and well, let's take you through that grid then while we've got the chance. Andrew Whitehead on pole position ahead of Dave Christie, Laura Bond in third with John Roberts fourth, Dennis Melcher fifth, Pete Harrod rounding up the top three rows in sixth, Stephen Baxter seventh with Laura Murray eighth, Roy Verke ninth, and Rob Graham is your top 10. So really, looking at that, I mean, who do you pick out of that for a race win here? Because Pete Harrod's got to be a shout. Dennis Melcher, he's been showing some good turn of pace.
There's a few there that could. Yeah. This could be a really interesting race, actually. See how it all pans
Laura's
out.
long due a win, isn't she?
Oh, she really is. Yeah, she really is. Andrew, you run off into the pit lane to cover the incidents for us, hoping it'd just be a little bit quieter, but clearly that was the wrong place to be. So much going on.
Didn't do that at Lime Rock. Here we go.
Oh, someone with a jump start in the background. I don't know who that is, but they're away.
Great start from Whitehead at the front there, getting a good launch off the grid there. Laura Bond looking to the inside into turn number 1. Bit warmer conditions here, so will they all manage to get through without the back end coming out? And Laura's up to second place. I'm hearing crashing though further back.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of a little bit
fender benders. Yeah,
yeah, nothing too major. We've been lucky there, I think.
Might be, there is a GT Mega car off.
Matt, what else?
Matt.
Oh, Josh Thompson's gone wide as well. He's taken
Oh,
to.
he needs to rejoin better than he did in the last race. Though.
He has done. I think he was taking to Rallycross a bit too soon. Oh, I heard another big crash going up into the mountain as well.
Racing Rallycross. Oh, it's a
Michael
CQR
Hall.
car. And that almost put the other CQR car of Dan Kraft, almost put him off.
Yeah, he got attacked from behind from number 47. Who is that? That's Jack McIntyre. So that's what sent him into the wall there, but still going. We've got Laura Bond. Oh no, what's happened to Laura? Off at turn number 1. A lot of damage on the front end. She was battling for the lead. Oh, it was very tight there, and well, how do you want to call that one, Mr. Woodhouse?
I don't know. I didn't see it, and I don't have. I do apologise. I've only got so many cars visible.
Ah, right.
Oh.
So it's a tight squeeze, isn't it, Alex? I think she just gets a wheel onto the grass while she's braking as well.
Yeah,
I think that's what.
I think she's entitled to be.
Yep.
Oh, is she? I don't know, because when I look at that back, does she go onto the grass to get to the inside? Is she entitled to be allowed room to come back on? It's like, well, if you want to take to the grass, then.
Well, we've still got a battle for the lead, and Dennis Melcher. Oh, we've got all sorts of shenanigans going on behind them.
That was Pete Harrod getting past Dave Christie. Oh dear. Christie then tried to go through on Baxter, and Baxter put him on the grass, and then Christie shot up the inside at turn 1 and probably went on the ground.
Is that Atkinson? Stuart Atkinson, is it? Yeah, there's no, it's Ben Hackerson.
I think the one I was looking at actually was Freitas as well. He was involved in something. So,
it's all happening. It's all happening around sort of like the mid pack here. It's yeah. It's what you expect. Oh, Dave Baker got a little bump from behind, and they're going side by side up over the hill, and that was Matt Johnson.
Well. Number 20, Northern Lights Racing. I think it's McFarlane went off at the top of the hill.
That for the lead's still on here, guys, and well, Pete Harrod's joined the fun now. Andrew Whitehead doing a good job of keeping the lead. Oh, it's concertinaing up there, though, but the top 3 still keeping out of trouble. And further down, well, it's just a case of get your shoulders out and try and make the room. And there's a car around number 32. That's Stuart Atkinson. Oh, and that's a big one.
Oh! And he's in the air.
Still in the air.
And still.
And down he comes. Russell Laidler was involved there. Sven
I'd be willing
Glatzel.
to bet Scott Malcolm was
Scott
as well.
Malcolm, yeah. Oh, Atkinson's on the side.
To see it, so
Rusty,
breaking
Laidler.
it back on a replay here, just so we can see exactly what happened.
Laidler's certainly going to have a black flag after that, I think, as well.
It was Atkinson who went around to start with.
Oh,
what happened in the first place, then?
jeez, look at that. And there he goes. I know all about that, don't worry, Stuart.
Alex, 3 or 4 wide down the main straight, my friend.
Richard Gore's getting involved with Julian Janowski, made it past now.
Oh,
no.
2-3 cars involved.
No
Benjamin Hackerson off. Okay, yeah, there's cars going off everywhere. It's the final race syndrome.
It's race 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
It always happens. I need to break out here. I just can't see what's going on. We're so close.
Gore that's off. Alex as well.
No, Gore's out front. He's
sorry, it's
in
not
8th
Gore,
place.
sorry, it's
Could have been Cheppy in and around that sort of area.
probably.
Oh, Dave. Oh, big accident! Who was that?
It's a CQR car. It's
Well, Ross McFarlane was involved as well.
it's
Oh, Melrose on top of the barrier as well.
You've been waiting for that one, Alex, haven't you? For
That's
a while?
it. Adam's not been here.
Oh, I tell you what, Ross McFarlane was already off. He was getting collected by Dave. Oh dear.
Sorry, guys. Lorne Murray up the inside of who was that? John Roberts. I think it was.
Oh, sorry, no. Oh,
The other way around.
he's getting a tap from Gore. Look at that front 5.
Oh, Matt Johnson's off as well now.
That is-
He's gone back to the pits.
Oh, that is literally a tea cozy at the front, isn't it? That's what you throw over these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been listening to my Club Series broadcast. That's what it is.
Exactly,
Yeah, you can throw a towel over him.
That's where I nicked that from.
Whitehead, I tell you what, he's doing a good job of holding on to that lead though. He's got a queue of cars behind him, and I tell you what, there's some feisty drivers involved in that as well. Pete Harrod, Dennis Melcher, Stephen Baxter is involved in there. There's Nicole Foggy in the back of it. In fact, Nicole Foggy is trying to make the move on Baxter here. They don't want to be battling too much or else they'll drop off the back of him. Harrod down the inside of Melcher as well into turn 1. So we've got 2 by 2. Andrew Whitehead will be loving seeing that because it's slowing each other down behind him.
Yeah, no way for the second pack to even get past or catch up at this point. They're all battling as well. This is a lot of yeah, there's been a lot of elbows out, but still been some great battling out there.
Melrose still on the barrier, by the way.
Yeah,
And
He's just chilling.
Foggy still going side by side. And I tell you what, they're giving us a Kraft and McIntyre part 2 here, aren't they? These two, they've been going at it pretty much for the whole lap. Oh!
I'm a little concerned with the field's elbow the other driver first.
Oh, here we go.
Later.
It's all kicking off down the main straight. 3 wide, possibly.
It's Harrod.
And Harrod's going down the inside as well. Oh, I tell
what
you what,
worry.
Richard Gore late on the brakes there as well, up a position on John Roberts.
Whitehead doing a great job out there. Let's focus on him just for
Yeah.
a second because he hasn't made any mistakes yet. Hope I don't curse him. One of the
Well,
boosted
well
guys
done.
with a livery.
No, in all fairness to Andrew, he can defend, and he's doing a really good job there. It's an opportunity of a race win. You don't get many opportunities in the series, and you've got to take them while you can, and he's keeping some fast drivers behind him, and that queue just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Lon Murray and Richard Gore now onto the back of that queue, and well, the others, John Robertson et al., are not that far behind either. Oh, Pete Harrod's got a good run out that last corner there. Whitehead having to go defensive. He's doing what Rob Graham did in that race before, holding an inside line early. Harrod trying to go around the outside. So difficult to do that there, and that's going to allow Dennis Melcher to stick his nose in there, but they're not. They're going to stay as they are. And Baxter actually staying ahead of Nicole Foggy.
That's good from Whitehead as well. He made 100% sure this time there was no repeat of what happened with Laura trying to sneak up the the inside with a couple of wheels on the grass. Oh. And Harrod gets a great run out of there as well. Right
Whoa.
now, Whitehead's
Whoa.
just
These
having to
two
defend
packs.
everywhere. This pack is just getting closer and closer and closer together.
I think these two packs might join into one at some point.
At some point, it's nearly there now.
John Roberts is catching them.
Harrod needs to get by, really. He needs to get by this lap if he wants to have any chance of winning this one. He needs to make the breakaway.
Your teammate, is he going to go for it, do you think?
Oh, he's looking to the
turn
inside. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, a little bit of a push there under the braking. He's held back though, so good sportsmanship there not to just do the bump and run. I'll tell you what, look at that queue of traffic behind. Oh, Roberts and Janowski and Katz are there. Katz is through on Roberts. A little bit of contact.
That might be broken suspension for Roberts because that was a hard hit.
I don't know, he might have got away with that one. He should have got away
Thompson's
with that
out
one.
as
Yeah,
well.
Thompson's dropping down the timing sheet as well.
Baker and Dan Hunt coming through on Stevens and Roberts.
Oh, I tell you what, Thompson had Kraft around there through turn 1, and then got the shoulder out on Ben Hackerson, and then got disqualification.
Just on Pete Harrod, Paul, does he have a preference in terms of where he likes to make the overtaking moves, or?
I think he just likes to overtake. I think that's the thing
Anywhere,
with Pete.
yeah.
Just anywhere and where he can get it done, because he's under intense pressure from behind, looking around the outside. Oh, he's got a good run there. It's a long way around, but he's going to have the inside line for the next corner, and that's crucial. Look at the run he's got out there as well. Great overtake. Oh, and Whitehead just getting tagged by Dennis Melcher there. Oh, and off goes Baxter. It's all kicking off now. The dam has burst, I think, here. Although Andrew Whitehead staying ahead of Melcher, although he's still keeping on this. Oh, little hip check there. And Melcher into the wall. I tell you what, I think that'll be looked at on the stewards panel.
I think it will be, unfortunately.
But this is
play
it.
a bit of rugby league, Paul. It was like a handoff.
That was a shoulder charge, that my friend. But I'll tell you what, he's keeping the second place, but he's got a very quick driver behind. Oh, car off. That's Roy Ververke.
That was a heavy hit. I heard that. Let's
Yeah.
have a little look at that one back.
Oh, he got help from behind from a Fanatec car. Stephen Baxter. And they're just locked together.
Getting in and amongst it, shall we say, in this meeting.
Oh, they were rubbing for quite a few corners as well. Obviously, Baxter was recovering from the what would have been the slowdown after having to cut the corner.
By the way, gents,
It's just one of those awkward ones again where the cars just get locked together.
Just quickly, with 6 laps to go, car 116 has joined the party.
Oh boy. Hold on to your hats, guys. This could be interesting. Foggy, by the way, up to second place now, has managed to get ahead of Andrew Whitehead. So Whitehead now down to third place. Now Richard Gore, great drive from Richard so far, up from 14th into fourth place even now, and he's looking to attack in front.
And literally pushing Baxter out of the final corner.
Is he trying to push him forward into the next group?
It wouldn't surprise me. Baxter's thinking, push me! It's tough to overtake here, but if anyone can, Paul, you know him well, it must be.
Well, having been, I tell you what, the one track I can defend at is at Brands Hatch Grand Prix, because we spent an hour and a half of him trying to attack me and me having to defend him, so that was a baptism of fire of him teaching me a few tricks. And well, Richard Gore's got a great run on Whitehead. Oh, Whitehead, a little bit of a jink out there, trying to get Gore off.
Oh my.
And tell you what, he's held on to the position. Look at Yulian Janowski involved there now.
Who's he going to punt his way past next?
Well, it's Richard Gore in front.
So you're not holding back tonight.
Nobody has. Every time I've looked in his general direction, he's been punting someone off.
Oh, there you go. It wasn't. It was actually Katz from behind, wasn't it?
It was Katz, just giving him a little nudge, and who's behind Katz?
That's Lord Murray, yeah.
And he's got John Roberts. Literally.
Tell you what, Baxter's hold off Sutton for a couple of laps. No small feat.
They have gone closer though.
I wonder if Sutton's slow on instant points. I wonder if he's not maybe getting involved.
Baxter's defending very hard though, very aggressively, because Sutton's always so quick coming out of this hill section, and Baxter just blocks him. Oh, there we go. Just
to let you know, while all that's going on, as it's all kicking off there, lead battle has come down to 0.4 of a second. The last lap, they're just going to cross the line now. Pete Harrod was 55.4, a 54.8. So Nicole Fogg is 0.6 of a second faster than Harrod, and I think Harrod's used his tyres up, and he's all over the back of him now for the race lead.
Be interesting to see how this pans out.
Baker's trying to battle with Roberts as well.
That pack, that snake behind, is it just coming through the track? It's a great shot.
Baxter's now got a helpful slipstream pole as well from the car in front, which is it Daniel Hunt?
Yeah, it's Daniel Hunt who's in front of him. And that slipstream, it's not the longest of straights here, but it does help you down in towards turn 1. But if the rest of the field has got that slipstream as well, you're not really going to gain. Nicole Foggy though, he's looking interested here. He's having a little sniff here on Pete Harrod. Don't you take the wider line into turn 1. Harrod having to go defensive. As they're going all sorts of manner of side by side. Richard Gore going around the outside of Whitehead with Foggy, and Harrod going at it, but not changing places. Richard Gore, I think, has finally made it past Whitehead as well. He has.
Yeah, Richard up to P3. Whitehead needs to hold on. This will be a good race for Whitehead if he can stay in the top 5. Got 2 more laps, or 1.5 laps.
Oh, Sutton's out.
He finally found I was about to say he finally found a creative way of getting past Baxter. But,
who's that in the background?
That's Baxter.
With damage, I guess.
Janowski.
Yeah,
here comes Janowski on Whitehead, boys. Here comes Katz on Janowski.
Come on, Andrew, hold on to that position. 1 more lap, mate. Top 5 would be a great result.
Oh, lead battle side by side and to start the final lap here. Not quite alongside enough is Foggy. Pete Harrod gone deep on the brakes though. That's going to let Foggy get the inside. Oh, and we've got all sorts of crashing going on.
Janowski hits Whitehead up the rear, which I'm not surprised about. Roberts hits Katz, and then here comes Baker. Baker trying to get past Katz. as well, and unsurprisingly, Jets, they're the two that don't hit each other.
Well, I mean, that pack, it's just a free-for-all there. It's Queensbury rules back there, I think, guys.
Baker's off. Here comes Stevens, but it's the lead battle.
Oh yeah, the lead battle going into penultimate corner. Foggy needs to get the run through here to get the inside line into that final corner. He's not quite got it. Will they be able to hold on here through the final corner? And Alex, it's going to be close. It's going to be your call, really, across the line here.
Yeah, Pete Howard, I think, got this no problem. Foggy, great run, but just not enough in the end. And then great victory from Howard, but good meeting for Foggy. Gore in third. Whiteheads holds on to a fourth, which I'm actually quite happy about that because he deserved that. He did some.
Oh dear, we've got 3 wide further back as well. Daniel Kraft's involved.
Ball.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How did that finish across the line? That was very close, was that?
That was just Daniel
It was
Kraft.
4 thousandths.
That massive margin, you know. Oh dear. We lost Stephen Baxter on the last lap as well.
Jimmy Ez is the last one across the line.
28.
Lost
That's a lot of retirements, isn't it?
Well, it was that big accident, wasn't it, that got involved Stuart Atkinson as well. I think that didn't help matters.
Right, guys. Wow. I think that was typical race 4 shenanigans out there, wasn't it? So, elbows were out, and yeah, once people get into that mindset in race 4, it doesn't change, does it, for the rest of the run? So, but yeah, we still saw some good battles out there, and Pete, fantastic move, really, when you think about it, around the outside of turn 1 to get the lead.
So difficult to do that as well. It naturally understeered as a car around there as well on the marbles, and yeah. Good effort there from Pete.
I'm afraid I've got to pull the meeting to a close pretty quickly because I've got to go and make a call to the States and work. And yeah, so final thoughts from you two gentlemen.
I'll let Andrew go first.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the meeting. I thought it was a lot of fun. Great to have you in the commentary box, Paul. I do appreciate you stepping in to help us out, being a man down, and you not being able to race. So, yeah, hopefully we'll do that again sometime.
Yeah, let's not make it too soon, though.
Well, no,
I don't want to do a bit of rating. Well, I've got the team to think of, but no, the meeting as an overall, great racing, a little bit of shenanigans going on, but overall we saw some great racing, especially with that Dan Kraft and Jack McIntyre going side by side for a lap as well, so some good, real good clean racing as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much, both of you guys, everybody, for a great meeting. We'll, of course, be back next week, but this weekend it is the turn, is it, Andrew? The club series?
It's what, sorry? Yes, it is. And you'll be doing that.
That's it, yeah, I'm doing that. So
with a commentator of your choice, it sounds like.
Yeah, return to the Club 73 series this weekend, and then Monday night we are back for the Rickman series, final round of the Rickman series as well. So that should be exciting. If you've got a bit of issues with sleeping, tune in to us at 2 o'clock in the morning for that one. But yeah, then it's the first round of the Renault Showdown as well. That's kicking off. Just a few rounds of that to go now. Right, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Swin Lime Rock Park, 4 fantastic races. Pete Harrod takes the final victory of the night, following 3 full reverse grids. It's been a pleasure to be with you, and we'll see you again shortly. Bye from now.